Hello, very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to a new edition of Communicative English. Today we are going to see some new topics along with some old. So let us go straight to the first topic, that is vocabulary. So we have got some new words. First one is Biblioklept. It means one who steals books. I think you must have heard about kleptomania. Kleptomania is a psychological problem with people who have this tendency to steal, especially from the shops and all that. Next word is Acnestis, the part of the back between the shoulder and blades, the shoulder blades and the loins, which an animal cannot reach to scratch. So if you put your hand backward to scratch, there is a spot which we cannot do. So that place or spot is called Acnestis. Next word is grommet. It's an eyelet of firm material to strengthen or protect an opening or to insulate or protect something passed through it. Now, to make this meaning very clear, you must have seen flex materials. Flex when it is, or even banner when you are tying it across two posts, there will be holes on four sides, and those four holes will be strengthened by some kind of metal round circle, and that is actually called grommet. Next word is octothorpe. Actually, it is a word for hash symbol, and there is another symbol. It is known as obelus. It is a symbol used for division. Next, we have nauseant. It's an agent that induces nausea. That means when you get some smell, you feel like vomiting. So that particular object is known as nauseant. What causes you to vomit? Next word is age last. It's a person who never laughs. I don't know whether you have met someone. Next word is very interesting. It is pot waller. You must have seen people like that. It's a boldness or courage resulting from alcoholic drink. That means they are normal people. They may not be very bold, maybe cowards even, but once they drink something, they become very bold and they will do anything. Next word is monomaniac. The person who is obsessed with one thing. So you must have seen some people like that. They will be always talking about something, one thing only, not anything else. So obsessed with a particular thing is known as monomaniac. Next word is anarchy. Anarchy means lack of rule of law. In Malayalam we say arajagatham. Next word is very common. You find in today's politics and all that. Nepotism. Those in power favoring relatives or friends, especially in giving jobs. So it's a very useful term we find everywhere nowadays. Now we go to psychology. This is a psychological symptom or mental disorder. It is known as a delusional disorder. That means it exists only in the mind of the person. It has nothing to do with reality. So a person imagines a state of maybe sickness. We call it sickness, but that person is not aware of it. So it is an imaginary state of mental disorder. It can be caused by various problems. So they are like, first of all, we have suspicion or jealousy. You find it among married couples. the husband or wife has no trust. You find many marriages are broken like that because of this jealousy. We call it samshayarogam in Malayalam. Another reason could be persecution. So this person thinks that others are trying to victimize that person. That means all are against that person. That person feels like that. Another cause is grandeur. That means that person feels he or she is somebody who is very great. That is grandeur. And then another reason is erotomania. That means usually it is affecting the teenagers when you are at the age of maybe 14 to 18, and they live in a kind of a fantasy world. So they imagine so many things. So a boy or girl feels that somebody is in love with that person. It's only imagination. That is called erotomania. Now we go to some other very interesting words. Among that, the first one is furphy. It means a false report or rumor. Next we have encomium. It is a speech or writing that praises someone or something highly. Next word is flapdoodle. It means nonsense or a stupid or foolish person. Then we have insouciant. It means showing a casual lack of concern. That means people who don't bother about something. Next word is stentorian. It means very loud or powerful in sound. Next we have a slang word which is usually used. It is used as a noun, not as a verb. Shrink. Shrink means a psychiatrist. Next word is natant. Natant means floating or swimming. Another very strange word is brouhaha. It means excited public interest, discussion or the like, as the clamor attending some sensational event. So you can imagine people crowding for Puram. So all those are attending this Thrissur Puram, they get excited. There's a big crowd and all that. So that we can call it as brouhaha. Now we go to cliches. We have already seen what is cliche in academic writing, but we are going to see some examples. Of course, these cliches cannot be used in formal writing, but we can use in our conversations or communication. Informal communication, we can definitely use these cliches. So it is pronounced as cliche because it is a French word. The meaning is given first. It's a phrase or opinion that is overused and betrays a lack of original thought. That means it's overused. Everybody uses the word and it loses its kind of original meaning. We are going to see some examples of these cliches. Among the first one is chase a rainbow. It means pursue an illusory goal. There is something that you cannot achieve. Actually, you are wasting your time chasing a rainbow. Next cliche is let sleeping dogs lie. That means avoid interfering in a situation that is currently causing no problems, but may well do so as a result of such interference. That means you can imagine a dog sleeping, and if you wake it up, it may give you trouble. That's the meaning. Next cliche is stem the tide. It means to attempt to stop a prevailing trend. Another cliche is stem the rot. That means stop the spread of something bad. Cutting edge means latest or most advanced stage. So usually we used in technology, we say it is cutting edge technology. Another usage is you bet. It means certainly. When you are sure about something, you say you bet. Dead right, almost similar meaning. Absolutely correct or without any doubt. On the brink of disaster, that means very close to complete ruin or destruction. As old as the hills, it means very old. Fit as a fiddle means in a very good in very good health. Without a care in the world means without worrying about anything. Now some cliches related to time. Only time will tell. That means maybe you took a decision and you don't know what could be the consequence of that. So when you are not sure about the result of your decision, you say only time will tell. It may not be your decision, it may be somebody else's decision also, or even the government's decision. In the nick of time, that means before something happens, you try to stop that. That's the meaning of in the nick of time. Lost track of time, that means you forgot time. Especially during COVID time, we sometimes lose track of our time. We don't know which day it is, which date it is, because every day is same. We don't go out of our homes, so we can easily lose track of time. Next phrase is lasted an eternity. That means you feel as if it is a long time. Then we have waste of time. I think that is very clear. Time flies, shows how fast time moves. In a jiffy, a very interesting phrase, that is, it means a very short time. Very fast, that's the meaning. Just a matter of time. So when you are sure of something and you want to convince somebody, you say it's just a matter of time, you will realize it. The time of my life, it means a period of time that you really enjoyed, period of exceptional enjoyment. At the speed of light, it means very fast, like lightning. Now we go to euphemisms. We have already seen in the last class what is the meaning of euphemism. If you have forgotten, I would like to remind you, euphemism is a way of presenting something very unpleasant in a pleasant way. Like if somebody died, you say he passed away. We are going to see more of such euphemisms today. He is big boned, that means he is very fat. She is horizontally challenged, that means she is too fat. He is vertically challenged, that means he is very short. She is between jobs, that means she is unemployed or searching for a job. She is getting on, that means she is old. Now collateral damage, it means when an attack kills innocent people or damages homes, hospitals, schools, etc. So usually in a battle or war, this collateral damage can happen, damaging property that is not actually intended. Then armed intervention, it means military attack or war. Extraordinary rendition, that means when an army takes somebody away without going through any legal system. It's called extraordinary rendition. Friendly fire, that means when an army kills people on its own side, usually by accident. So when two countries are fighting, it happens without knowing, you can kill your own people, your own soldiers. That's called friendly fire. He is not the sharpest pencil in the box. It means he is kind of stupid. Not his fault, of course. He is born like that. Maybe like moron. He doesn't suffer fools gladly. It means that person is very rude and can be pretty unkind. She is on the streets, that means she is homeless. Now we come to something new. I don't know whether you are already familiar with that. It is onomatopoeia. Let's see what is onomatopoeia. It's a figure of speech in which words evoke the actual sound of the thing they refer to or describe. So these words are very similar to the sound words. Now when you go through the examples, it will be clear to you. The boom of a firework exploding, the tick-tock of a clock, and the ding-dong of a doorbell are all examples of onomatopoeia. We are going to see more of such words, sound words. We heard the vroom of the car's engine as it whizzed by and screeched around the corner. So you find 3 words there, sound words. Vroom, that shows the starting of the car and it is moving back, moving forward. Whiz, that is moving fast through the air. And screeched, when you apply the brake suddenly, you find that screeching sound. With onomatopoeia, a gun doesn't just go off, it goes bang. That's the sound of the gun. Thunder doesn't just make a sound, it makes a clap, crack, or a boom. These are different sounds for thunder. Birds don't just sing, they tweet and chirp. Even chirrup is another word. Or twitter. These are all related to birds. Onomatopic words like these help bring written language to life. So these words actually add beauty to our written language. Now there are some words related to water. Let's see some of them. Words related to water or other liquids often begin with SP or DR. Words that indicate a small amount of liquid often end in LE, such as sprinkle or drizzle. There are more such water words. Water onomatopoeia. They are bloop, dribble, drip, drizzle, splash, spray, sprinkle, squirt, etc. Now we come to some words related to collision. Collision means 2 objects coming face to face and hitting each other. Bam, bang, clang, clank, clap, clatter, click, clink, screech, slap, smash, thud, thump, crash, crunch, ding, jingle, knock. So these are all different types of clashes or collisions. Now air onomatopoeia. Example. These words describe the sounds of air blowing through things or things rushing through the air. Words related to air often starts with WH, include a W or end with SH. Let's see some of the examples. Flutter, gasp, swish, swoosh, waft, whiff, whoosh, whiz, whip, puff, hiss, etc. Now we will end all this onomatopoeia with a poem. Let's see. Onomatopoeia, every time I see you, my senses tell me haba. Actually, haba is an expression of appreciation. When you see some beautiful people or their appearance, you can say haba, like that. And I just can't disagree. So here the poet is overcome by the appearance of onomatopoeia. I get a feeling in my heart that I can't describe. It's sort of whack, whir, wheeze, whine, sputter, splat, squirt, scrape, screech, splash, squish, squeak, jingle, rattle, squeal, boing, honk, hoot, hack, belch, clink, clank, clunk, clatter, crash, bang, beep, buzz, ring, rip, roar, retch, twang, toot, tingle, thud, pop, plop, plunk, paw, snort, snuck, sniff, smack. So that is the end of the poem. I think you really enjoyed those sounds. Now we will end the class with a few questions used especially in England by native speakers. There are 5 of them. Let us see the meaning of that. First question is, what are you up to? It means, what are you doing? Where are you off to? Where are you going? What's up with him? Means, what is wrong with him? Shall we call it a day? It means, shall we stop it? Stop what you are doing. You having a go at me? It means, are you trying to make me feel bad? So, with that we come to the end of today's communicative English. Thank you. Bye.